All right, so I want to do a 2023 Bible study plan. Now, you might have realized I said Bible study instead of Bible reading plan. One of my pastors, he actually listens to the Bible once a year on audio tape, or I don't know whether that's through an app or whatever, so then that he can get through the Bible yearly and he can also study individual books. So this year, I wanted to do something different because the last 3 years I've read through the Bible multiple times. In the year, I think I'm up to, 4 or 5 times in the different testaments. So now I want to do something different, and I challenge you guys that have also read through the Bible to try something similar to what I'm doing, or you guys can do whatever you want. This is all for encouragement. So this year I want to study the book of James. And I want to study the book of James very in depth. So, if you can see here, I have gone through the book of James in the Warren Wiersbe commentary. Now, the reason I do that is for introduction and application. So I have a ton of notes here. I have a decent background of what this book is about. I have a little bit of cultural backgrounds. And I am just familiar with the text. Now, I went through it with this. First, you guys know my love for the Warren Wiersbe Bible commentary. This is to get me a background. After this, which I am now done with this, we'll put that aside. I am going through James in the IVP James commentary. Now, this commentary is going to be more technical. It's also going to be more technical than Warren Wiersbe, but less technical than most other Bible commentaries. So this is kind of a mid-level between, let's say like the Pillar, or some of those more or like MacArthur, whatever. This is going to be more in that middle. So I'm going to get just an introduction, maybe a more advanced introduction. So I'm going to do this. Now, the other one I can't show you is I am going through the Insights with Chuck Swindoll, and that is straight application. That's like this, but like Greek. So going through this, and because I want to expound the text, I'm going through the MacArthur New Testament commentary. Now, I want to put all these together to teach through James if at my local church, if I am able to. Now, the last thing I want to challenge you guys to, this is somewhat of a new thing for me in the last year, but it's the memorization of Scripture. So, let's put these away. There are about 100 verses in the book of James. And I'll tell you this, guys. There it is. I'll tell you this. The memorization of Scripture is really challenging. It's very challenging, but we make it harder than it seems. We've been memorizing a lot of Scripture in our youth group this year, and I'm proud to say I'm up to date with on everything that we've memorized. But I'll tell you this, 15 minutes a night has made me learn a ton of Scripture. 15 minutes a night. So this is like over 100 verses. I think it's 105, 106 verses. Very short book. But I would love to, as most people have Bible reading plans throughout the year, which are amazing. My goal this year is to memorize the book of James. And I really don't think it's going to be that difficult. I mean, a whole year, I think I can memorize this book. I challenge you guys also to memorize large portions of Scripture. We know that we need to build up the Lord's Word in our heart, that we may not sin against Him. So this is my Bible study goal for this year, and really it comes down to memorizing Scripture and how important memorizing Scripture is. So if you guys have read through the Bible in the last couple of years and you really want to dive into something, I haven't done a super in-depth look at this commentary, but I highly recommend these. You can get them pretty cheap individually on eBay, on Amazon. Obviously, you guys know my love for the Warren Wiersbe Bible commentary. The MacArthur is like, it's like reading a sermon. Super, super easy to read. I mean, it's like you can sit on your couch and read this like a book. Amazing. And then the Chuck Swindoll Insights, I forget the title, Insight something, is also amazing. It's like a more in-depth version of the Wiersbe Bible commentary. It has a lot of Greek in there, but a lot of application. It's very, very insightful, as the title goes. Okay, guys, well, I hope that you can benefit from this. I hope that I can update you and tell you how my progress is going throughout the year, and I hope that you guys have a blessed night.